The Chicago Bulls unfortunately fall into the trap, losing a game at home against the Cleveland Cavaliers 109-95. We're going to talk about it, break it all down. I don't know how much fun we're going to have, but we'll do what we usually do right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
Lack of execution on the offense and defensive side of the ball. Terrible 3-point shooting. No energy is really what dooms the Bulls in this game. And it's unfortunate. This is a game that on paper the Chicago Bulls should have came in, been able to take care of business against a team that was missing its top 4 scorers. But then you look at it with this: the Bulls got out rebounded by 10 in the game. Again, outworked. The Bulls more turnovers in this game than the Cleveland Cavaliers. They had less points off turnovers. Well, we actually had more points off turnovers. Shout out to the Bulls on that one. 19 points off turnovers. And it just fouls as well. 22 fouls to 16. 30 second chance points by the Cleveland Cavaliers. We only had 4. So those type of things is what doomed the Bulls. Fast break points. Like we got outscored in that as well. Like the Bulls got to get it together, man. This was a game where the Bulls should have been able to take care of business, and they just didn't. They allowed Max Strus with 26 points, going 9 of 22, not even an overly efficient night, to kill them. Jared Allen, 19 points, 17 rebounds in this game. Killed the Chicago Bulls. Isaac Okoro had 12 points in this game, played some really solid defense out there. But then when you look at the Bulls, every starter in double figures, so there is that. Patrick Williams goes 5 of 12 for 13 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. DeMar DeRozan, 21 points, going 6 of 14. He had 8 assists and 5 rebounds. Nikola Vucevic leading the Chicago Bulls in scoring, 20 points off 7 of 11, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Kobe White, 8 of 19, 7 assists, 4 rebounds, 17 points, and Alex Caruso chips in 10. Then off the bench, Dalen Terry led the Bulls in scoring off the bench with 6 points. He had 6 points in the first half, so just to let you know how bad it was. Didn't score a point in the second. Iota Sumo only 4 points, going 2 of 6. Javon Carter, 1 of 7. He was terrible. And Andre Drummond with 13 minutes played and played some minutes with Nicholas Vucevic, hopefully to shut y'all up about asking for that lineup. But the Bulls just got their asses kicked in this game. That's just what it boils down to. I wish I could wax poetic, have this long, intricate answer on why the Bulls suck today. And when it just comes down to it, the Bulls they didn't play with the energy. They didn't play with the edge. They didn't play like they wanted it. That just is what it is. So now the Bulls no longer have a chance to be at 500 by the end of the year of 2023. It is what it is. There's still more than enough basketball played. But the thing that's concerning about this, even with the Bulls having the second easiest in the schedule after January 2nd, when it comes down to it, is that if you're going to lose games like this, you can't really even take into consideration or overly think those easy quote unquote games on the schedule are going to be ones for you. This was simply put, this was a win that the Chicago Bulls should have gotten. They should have got the win in this game. And they didn't. And it was because of their own lack of execution. They have nobody to blame in this one but themselves, not closing out on the 3-point line, not playing with energy. And when they did get it out in transition, it looked pretty good, but we didn't keep that up consistently. We didn't get the steals that we usually see, didn't get the offensive rebounds that we usually see. It just, everything doomed the Chicago Bulls. We had 6 offensive rebounds in this game to 15 by the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's not acceptable. It's not acceptable, especially not when you're a team that was second in the league in offensive rebound. In second chance points. So the Bulls got to look at this, and this may be a wake up call loss that the Bulls needed, so they can get back on track and realize we got to find a way to give this effort every single night, because this was an ugly loss, and this was a game that the Bulls should not have lost. I just want to be clear on that. I'm going to keep saying that. They should have not lost this game, especially when they showed towards the end of the second quarter of the game. They showed that heart. They showed the ability to fight back, and it just didn't happen. So the Bulls fell into the trap on this one, and it just is what it is, man. Unfortunately, that's if you aren't going to be if you're not going to come in, you're not going to play tough. You're not going to want to make sure you still have that edge against an opponent that should be inferior. You're going to get your asses kicked. And that's what happened with the Chicago Bulls and the Cleveland Cavaliers today. The Cavs wanted it more. And like I said in the pregame show, you have to watch out for when teams are missing their top players, because at that point, you don't know where anything can come from. Players are getting more involved because they're getting more touches. They're going all over the place. And that's definitely what happened with the Chicago Bulls today. They got their asses kicked. And so, again, you're going to have tough losses. Every team's going to have it. Does it change the way I feel about the Bulls and felt about them in this run? No, and it's not going to. But they have to learn from this one as well. You cannot take days off. You cannot overlook opponents. You can't think that teams are just going to go away because they're missing some of their top players. Everybody gets paid. These are all millionaires out here basically playing for the right to play to play basketball. And so when it comes down to it, if you're going to give performances like this, you're going to lose games. And so, hopefully, like I said, this is a wake-up call for some. Hopefully, especially with them staying at home, they got 3 more games in a row at home. Hopefully they wake up to this. They get to have shoot around, they get to have their actual practices, they get to sleep in their own beds. But the Bulls really need to sit in this one for a while. I'm glad that we have a day off too, a couple of days off. For the Bulls to really, go spend Christmas, go spend the holidays with your family, cool. But you need to sit in this loss, and you need to understand that you have to be better than this. You have to come out better prepared. You have to come out with better energy. You have to come out with just wanting it more. And this is still the NBA. And any team can beat any team, especially when they want it more. And for the first time in a while, the Bulls didn't play with the heart that we're used to seeing. This Cleveland Cavaliers team wanted it more than the Chicago Bulls, and they took it. They took it. They Josh Giddey'd it. And whoa. It's more of a Dwight Howard in it. But with that said, it's just unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. And that's just what it comes down to, man. Am I disappointed by this loss? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely disappointed by it. And that's from top to bottom, right? Top to bottom. Everybody just disappointed in the execution. Shout out to Billy Donovan. I'll give him some credit on trying, to combat the length of the Cleveland Cavaliers by putting Andre Drummond and Nikola Vucevic out there, because he tried something different. We don't usually see Billy Donovan try something different. I do want to give him credit for trying something different. But God, Billy Donovan, do not put these two out there on the court again together. Don't do it. The Vooch, Drummond, it don't work. I would have much rather see Julian. Dude, this Billy Donovan, come. I just gave you some props. I need you to come in here for a second. I need you to understand, Billy. You got it. Play the rook, bro. Play Julian Phillips some. Julian, not to say that he would have saved this game at all for the Bulls, but at times where we needed size, we needed some defense, we needed some switchability because we kept trying to switch everything. Julian Phillips is a player. I think with him, Io out there, and Dalen Terry maybe a little bit, or Patrick Williams, however you would have worked it out. I think the switchability between those 3 players and Alex Caruso, if you want to have one of him out there instead of the others, I think that would have really helped with this Cleveland Cavaliers team that was long but wasn't super athletic. And I think if you would have tried that, maybe some things would have went differently. Not saying it would have saved the game. You still need the effort and energy and things like that to quote unquote save this game. But like I said, got to commend Billy Donovan for trying something different. But though something he tried wasn't necessarily impactful as I'm sure he wanted it to be. And that's just from the limitations of the players, the limitations of the team, things like that. Everything ain't going to work. But like I said, I do want to commend him for trying something different. We gotta dig in. And this one hurts. This one sucks, man. Especially against the Cavs. Like a city like Cleveland, we gotta stop giving the city of Cleveland good shit to feel about, because that's a god-awful city. And so, it comes down to it, man. The Bulls got their ass kicked, and it is what it is, man. I mean, the Bulls deserve to lose this game. And I want to give it, that's why I started off reading the stats from Cavs, because the Cavs won this game. The Bulls didn't lose this game. The Cavs won this game because they took it away. The Bulls only had a lead for 3 minutes and 20 seconds of a 48-minute game. That's how long the Chicago Bulls held the lead for. 3 minutes against a team missing their top 4 players, well, scorers at least. 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. That's what we had for the fans in the UC today. It's 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Anybody satisfied by 3 minutes and 20 seconds, she a hoe. That's all I can say on that one. You got to get your life together. If they satisfied by 3 minutes and 20 seconds, it's because they've been fucking all day. So you got to get it together, Bulls. We got to play better, man. Like I said, this one sucks. It's disappointing. I'm disappointed in it. But hey, it is what it is. It's out of the control. The Bulls play again on Tuesday. Let's hopefully they come in and they understand that they need to play better at this point in time. because you can't keep having losses like this. You just can't keep having losses like this. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get into the comments, see how you guys are feeling about it. We got Shay in the building. This was a Billy Donovan loss tonight. This fool decided to play Andre Drummond and Nikola Vucevic together. Mateo in the building. I hate Nang and Strus. Hey, bro, I feel you on that one. This is just a bad loss. I thought they were going to win this. I'm scared that the Bulls will revert back to their old ways after them playing so well. It's one loss, right? And you're gonna happen. They lost games or like it's one loss. So let's keep in mind the Bulls lost what? It was like 2 in a row after their 4-0 streak. You're gonna lose games, but let's see if the Bulls can rein it back in. Sometimes you just need a wake up call. Alberto says, didn't seem like they wanted it. Seemed like they were just waiting on the Cavs to fall apart. Yeah, it's almost like that they thought, hey, if we just keep weathering the storm, they're eventually going to stop shooting this hot, and then we're going to be able to get back in this game. You got to take it, man. You got to take it. Terry was cooking in the first half. You don't even elect to keep him in and let him keep doing his thing. I wouldn't necessarily say he was cooking. He was playing well. I can't say he was cooking. No excuses. This was awful. I hated watching every second of it. One of those games where it makes me lose all hope again, even though it's one game so bad, man. Well, Evan, like you can't lose all hope. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, but I'm not gonna lose all hope after just one of them. They just couldn't hit anything from the outside tonight. Plus, Jared Allen almost single-handedly out rebounded both Vooch and Drummond. That's crazy, but factual. Cannon in the building. Beyond depressing of a loss. Felt like the old Bulls just couldn't hit tonight. Hey, yep, couldn't hit tonight. That's what Cardi said to Offset when he called her the other day. TBO says, this is why I smoke crack. That's crazy. That's wild, bro. Quentin, the Gigolo, says Kobe had an off night and the Bulls lacked energy and effort. Gotta watch film and move on from this one. Yeah, that's really it. Gotta watch that film though. F Cleveland from Steven. That's crazy. Ruben says, wait, can we see the shirt? I showed it in the pregame. Yeah, it's the shirt. It's fire. It's fire. Archangel in the building says, looked like the Bulls had their Xmas office party last night. That is funny. That's funny. Brazil Popular says, that trap Dwight likes ugly and full of hope. Wow. That's crazy. Quentin again in the building. Also, I work in sales, but I those type of sales. But shout out to all the Gigolos out there. I'm glad you saw that. Hey, Haize, light that donkey ear for a Bulls loss. Got me it bearable. What? Light that donkey ear. The doinker? Oh, the doinker. What's the doinker? What are you talking about? Who are you doinking? What's happening? Just make sure she's at least 18, bro. Don't be out here giddying, bro. You can't be out here giddying, bro. Like you can't do it. Greg Porter Jr. better than Caruso. Come on now. You know that's not true, bro. You know that's not true. Tonight was just one of those nights. Bulls look tired. Hopefully they will recover and play with every and heart in the next game. I mean, energy and heart, but yeah, I definitely like. I don't think you're going to see this from the Bulls too much. They did look tired. They must have been out kicking it. I have no idea, but they got to get it together. Maybe they were out with JDH. Maybe JDH had them out there eating strip ass. I don't know what to say. Myrtle B says it was one of them nights. The Bulls look tired tonight. Hopefully they will recover and play with energy and heart in the next few games. Yep, for sure. I know I'm usually a Patrick Williams defender, but he really pissed me off today. I don't care about his box plus minus. When you have a Dean Wade on you, you have to eat. I mean, listen, D Wade was cooking. I mean, defensively, he's playing really good today. D Terry is a liability. He can't shoot. Listen, y'all said the same thing about Alex Caruso. He's not a liability because of what he brings defensively. Everybody on the court doesn't have to know how to shoot. Now he does need to hit the wide open shots, but come on, bro. You stop smoking that cocaine, Keon. That's the bad part of having a team too dependable on 3-point shooting. Billy loves it, but I must offer a second path when the balls are not dropping. Well, first of all, if your balls aren't dropping, young man, that is considered a medical condition if your balls aren't dropping, and you will have to go require surgery for that. Now, I mean, I heard it's painful. That sucks. But yeah, you do need surgery for that. You do need surgery for that. If your balls aren't dropping, you do indeed need surgery. I just want to make sure that you know that you're aware that is a medical condition. So hopefully you can get that fixed, my guy. Once again, no Julian Phillips, especially strange in tonight's game being tired and we needed his length. I mean, yeah, you always need his length, right? So no, all jokes aside, like, yeah, really. And I understand what Billy was trying to do. It didn't work. Um, and he didn't adjust well, like we see Billy do once he's not having success with that initial adjustment, he doesn't usually make a really good second adjustment to it. So I never saw Vooch and Drew playing the same time, but now I know how it is. I won't ask for it anymore. Well, good. I'm glad people now are waking up. I'm actually kind of hopeful about this game because at the end, I knew DeMar and Kobe were pissed, but they still showed heart, and it just didn't go their way. I mean, you're gonna have times where you just can't shoot, like you just can't hit a shot. And I said that before, like it's going to come at some point for Kobe where he has a couple of bad games in a row. And I can't wait to see how Bulls fans respond to that. Because, Bulls fans, they get so all over the place. They're like, oh, it was all fake. Well, we'll see, man. We'll see. Migs in the building says, I had a feeling the Bulls were going to lose this game. They always lack energy when they play undermanned teams. Yep. Let's see what else we got. Archangel in the building says, "Has Julian Phillips played in the G League games lately? Wonder what's up with him because it just seems like he hasn't played in a while in either league." No, Julian Phillips has not played in the G League lately either. So, Dominic, I'm sorry, I got to put you in timeout because not only are you an idiot, you just trolling at this point in time, and your parents named you Dominic. Like that's crazy. Bad loss. Nut is what? Wait. Vern, bad loss. Nut is what it is not mad about or disappointed. You're not mad at some nut. I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat, Vern. Whatever floats. I'm not here to judge. I don't judge. If nut isn't what you mad about, it's not what you mad about, bro. I don't know what else to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you, bro. People are mad today. We mistyping. Dan Miles super chat. Feliz Navidad. Listen, I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Julian getting this Marco minutes. Insert Caruso confused face. That is hilarious. That is funny. I love that take. We're just waiting on them to crumble. Yeah, and they never did. Never did. Never did. Mo in the building says the scary thing about tonight's loss was we look like the old Bulls out there tonight, not like the Bulls that lost against the Heat or the Bucks in OT. Yeah, I mean, we just didn't have the energy today. I think that's really what it comes down to. We did not have the energy or execution we've come accustomed now to seeing from this version of the Bulls team. And it was evident out there. And it's unfortunate. It sucks, but it is what it is. Bro says every team in the league gets nut. That's crazy. What is happening? The Bulls lose and it's complete calamity in the comments. Like people are just wilding out. What's going on around here, man? That's crazy. Anthony Vargas says, "Have a great Christmas." Appreciate that, Anthony. DeGarda says Rome wasn't built in a day. We'll be okay. Grind of the league. That's all that was. Yeah, I mean, listen, you're gonna lose games. Anybody who thought the Bulls are gonna win every game going forth because of how they've been playing, welcome to the NBA. Like they're gonna lose some games, and they're gonna lose games that theoretically we should think we think they shouldn't. It happens. This is the NBA. It happens to every single team. It's the Bulls aren't exempt from that. And this was just one of the, even though this was a loss that could have been avoided, it's every team has about 5 to 10 of these a season. The Bulls aren't exempt. We're going to get some more of it, and it is what it is. Let's see what else we got. Now we give Cavs momentum, and it's harder for us to fight for the playoff positioning. Listen, like I said before, it's way too early to worry about playoff positioning. Like it just is. Like I'm sorry, it just is. Like it's fine if they get a little extra momentum. Cool, it is what it is. That doesn't stop what the Bulls got to do. We got to take care of business against Atlanta. We got to. So, things change. Don't get me wrong, but like let's not act like it's March already. Ben 10 in the building says, imagine if Grady Dick and Giddy were on the same team. They That's crazy. That's Gritty Dick. That's wild. Um, it's good to feel like we should win games again, though. We came a long way. Listen. That's actually a great point. Look, shout out to you for the glass half full comment of the day, brother. I really appreciate that. That's actually really on point. Honestly, I was thinking the same thing. It could be a wake up call as well. Luckily, the Hawks and Raptors lost too. Yeah, I mean, listen. Here's the thing, and I know Bulls fans are going to be really disappointed by this, and you should. I don't want to take away from that. We should all collectively be disappointed by the Bulls' performance in this game. It sucked. The way that the Bulls came out here and performed, it sucked. The energy, it sucked. All of that. It was Tiana Taylor out here all day long, but at the end of the day, you got to do Tiana Trump, not Taylor. I'm sorry, take that back. Tiana Trump all day long. But you got to do your work, man. And you got to learn from the mistakes like this. You have to. And we'll see if they can, man. We'll see if they can. Zach for Kuzma. I don't like that. But I don't hate it either. It's just like, Shy Bulls number 7 says the roster the Cavs put out there today was one of the worst in the entire NBA this year. This was a bad loss. There's no sugarcoat. Yeah, it was a terrible loss, but it's still going to happen. You find me a team that doesn't have a bad loss in the NBA season. It's going to happen. That's all I mean. It's going to happen. Super chat from Dan Miles says the Pistons 0-26, Wingstop profits, Levine trade ideas. Listen, the funny thing is like no matter how bad it is, no team's struggling as much as the Detroit Pistons right now. They tied the longest losing streak in NBA history today or something like that? Kobe has it, man. He's got to be more aggressive on offense. This team is better when he's aggressive. I understand the way Billy's trying to use him, but Kobe has to be able to turn it on when needed. Well, listen, it's a lot asking a player who's in the first season of playing at this level consistently to be able to turn it off and on. And like I said before, every player is going to have games where they have bad games too, bad shooting nights, cold shooting nights. It's going to happen. But I do like still the way Kobe played, even with his shot not falling, his 3-point shot not falling at the rate we've become accustomed to. And so, it is like, and I know I just keep repeating this, but it's still valid, right? This was a loss, an avoidable loss. It was an avoidable loss. But every team's gonna go through it. You need to go through it. That's how you build character and chemistry. And so let's hope that they really realize that, man. GFP says, who's going to take a shot with me? I'll take 2 if Haize joins. I don't have any drink down here. I got the Japanese whiskey on the other side of the studio, but I ain't going all the way over there. So I have no pants on. If I stand up, it's just going to be nothing but dick in y'all face. I'm not going to do that. That's a joke. That is a joke. I'm just playing with that one. I mean, I do have on shorts, but still to be dick in your face, but I wouldn't do that to Sydney. Haize, what do you think, Zach, for Strus and Nang? Strus can come back home. That's funny. No, that's crazy, unless they're gonna throw in a lot. I knew we were going to lose when Nang drove past DeMar, got his own rebound, and shot it with the 4 defenders around. No, I knew we were going to lose on the one possession where they got 3 different offensive rebounds to finish it, and I think Max Strus finished it on a layup. And I was just like, yeah, it's done. It's done. They're saying the Bulls ain't coming back. They ain't coming back. Commissioner Dynamo is feasting on the Pistons tragedy. I look forward to the Pistons losses just to watch the poor man have another nervous breakdown. That is funny. That's funny. Yes, we are the 10th seed right now. So we still are staying at there. Hey, yo, it's been wild on the stream. Hey, listen, Bulls losses, sometimes the streams are better than Bulls wins, man. It just depends on what's going on and what was said. What was said, man. That's all I can say. Hey, we should be grateful that we not Pistons fans. Listen, I don't know if Bulls fans are built to take a losing streak like that. Like, keep in mind, we lose 3 games in a row. Bulls fans are ready to say it's all over. Could you imagine the Chicago Bulls losing 26 games in a row and how Bulls fans would take it? Oh man, it'd be fire everybody. It'd be we suck. It'd be we never did this. We should have never let Jimmy Butler go. Like Bulls fans just go down a cycle of pity party, and it's crazy and wild to see, man. It's wild to see. Omar said, we got the game within 5, and Max Strus killed our home crowd. Listen, I mean, I don't think they were ever all the way in it. We briefly got in it, especially after that Kobe White dunk. We got in it a little bit, but the crowd was never fully in this game. Like the Bulls, 3 minutes. We gave the fans in the United Center 3 really good minutes of having a lead. That's it. 3 minutes. That's all we have for them, bro. That's crazy. That sucks, man. Shay says, we gotta crush the Atlanta Hawks just like Dwight Howard and Kitty tried to crush old boy. Pause. Wow. Y'all just don't want to see heaven. I'm just realizing this. I stream for a bunch of miscreants. Like, don't nobody in this stream want to see heaven, huh? It's just done. We all gonna be in hell together. That's it. I wonder if I could podcast in hell. Yeah, I wonder if I could podcast in hell. We'll see. We'll see. Does this change what you think about the Bulls this season? No, it's one loss. Like one loss should not change how you completely feel about a team. Now, if they keep losing like this, then yeah, that'll start changing it. But one loss, no, I'm not gonna worry about. I'll take the positive play, and you can tell the Bulls didn't even play like they've been playing as far as with that same level of energy consistently. Whatever the reason was, I'm not giving them bell for it because they should be able to find a way to do that. But so I'm not completely killing. It's not gonna kill my mood around the Chicago Bulls right now. Benton says, I laugh my ass off if that would have happened because it'd be a circus in real life. Listen, the Bulls lose 26 games in a row. Bulls Nation is going to be in a tailspin that I would just love. As somebody who loves chaos, I would love to watch that. GFP says, nah, Chicago got to open its own mental institution specifically for Bulls fans. If we were the Pistons, that like mental health professionals in the city of Chicago would be feasting. Let's talk Bulls. Quentin the Gigolo says 0-26 and Bulls fans, we would have never been in this situation if Derek didn't get facts. They should have never traded away Derek. You know why we're here? We should have never fired Tom Thibodeau. That's literally what Bulls fans would be doing, bro. It'd be hilarious to see. Absolutely hilarious to see, man. Dan Mile with another super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel, brother. Says, do we have the personnel to stir Zion in the right direction in exchange for Levine, or keep him and his OnlyFans harlot away from us? Listen, you're not getting Zion for Zach Levine. Let me stop that there. It's not happening. I know his deal's only non-guaranteed after they got to get all through next season, but it's not happening. It's not happening. Lord Zoe says, I want to be tuning in. I'll be in heaven. No, you won't. No, you won't. You know you won't. You won't be there. You won't be there. The Pistons got to lose one more game to tie the most losses in NBA, which belongs to Philly. So we will be doing a live stream over on NBA Central when the Pistons break the record for most losses in a row. I gotta throw salt in the wound of Pistons fans everywhere. I got to do it. If I don't do it, I wouldn't feel like me. So yeah, that's definitely coming down the pipeline as well. That's what she said. But yeah, for sure on that one. If they would have paid MJ more money, he would be in the playoffs this year. That is hilarious. Scottie Pippen. Have y'all seen the comments from Scottie Pippen? Scottie Pippen is tripping. Scottie tripping, bro. He's out there bad right now, bro. Like, I don't even know what to say about Scottie anymore. Scottie, like, hold on, let me where is it? Can I find that thing? What? Oh, never mind. I have to talk about it on the daily tomorrow, but Scottie's definitely tripping, bro. Even birds need to touch the ground once in a while. That's a great way to word that, bro. That's a great way. As long as we don't touch dirt, right? We dipping toes into people now. Wow, that's funny. That's funny. Oh man. Hey, it could be worse. The Bulls could be playing like the Pistons. So be thankful, I guess, that our team is almost changing the trajectory of this season. Completely agree with you on that one. What's Scotty saying? Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I know I bookmarked it somewhere, but Scotty is definitely tripping. All right, here it goes. So direct quote from Scottie Pippen. Got to read it from my phone. Truth is, after 3 or 4 years, I was valuable to the Chicago Bulls as he was. I don't care how many scoring titles he won. People didn't realize how much valuable until Michael retired in 1993. Our first without him, the Bulls won in advance to the second round of the playoffs. If not for a hurl call by a ref in the closing seconds of Game 5 against the New York Knicks, we might have won another championship. Michael Jordan was 1-9 in the playoffs before I joined the team. In the postseason, he missed. The Bulls went 6-4. Scottie Pippen. So that's from Scottie Pippen. Listen, here's what I'll say on that. A lot of what Scottie Pippen is indeed saying is true, but it's the way that he's trying to paint it. Scottie Pippen right now is at a place where he wants to make sure that everybody knows or thinks I was as good as Michael Jordan. And with that said, maybe some people do believe that, and that's absolutely fine. I look at Scottie Pippen and I say, listen, first of all, if you were this concerned about your marriage, Michael Jordan's son wouldn't be smashing your wife right now. You sitting here talking about a man whose son is balls deep in your wife. Like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Your wife is cheating on you with Future. Like that does something to somebody. Could you imagine being a decorated NBA champion? You are a Chicago legend, and you find out that your wife is getting slutted out by the trashiest rapper in the game. Could you imagine that? And then after that, the rebound. After that, she is now in a committed relationship with Michael Jordan's son. That's crazy, bro. Like it's anybody would want to fight after what Scottie Pippen went through, but he's fighting the wrong demons. Scottie Pippen got to go run a fade on Future. That's what it is. Just run him the fade and get it over with. But instead of doing that, you sitting here still battling your legacy when we all love you, Scottie. You ain't got to prove nothing to us. We love you. It's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. Like what we talking about here, bro? Like, could you imagine? Like, what is that like? Could you? You know what this is like? This would be like, for example, you arguing or trying to argue that you're as good at your job as your boss while your coworker is smashing your lady. You focusing on the wrong battles, my guy. What are we doing here, man? It's crazy. That's crazy. I could never imagine somebody that I'm a quote unquote a rival with and they son smashing my woman. That's wild, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild, bro. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. That's wild, man. But hey, Scottie got to go through it, man. DJJ is hooping for the Mavs. Yeah, he is. Shout out to DJJ, man. I have nothing bad to say about DJJ. Brazil Popular, real talk, Haize. Do you think that Poto trade could happen for real? Was Googling best NBA defenders, and it's like 1 Gobert, 2 Caruso, 3 Poto, maybe get a Dick 2. Listen, first of all, I like how you try to throw that in there at the last minute. But you can't try to throw random dick in a conversation like you Dwight Howard, bro. Like you got to chill on the random dick. Now, on side of that, the Poto trade, I don't think is a realistic thing. It's not going to happen, bro. It's not going to happen. Omar says, Haize, you petty for wanting to live stream the Pistons making history, but hey, I can't blame you. Fuck Detroit. Listen, it is what it is, bro. I hate the Detroit Pistons. It is what it is. D Greatest says, we don't even need Zion. Patrick is our future power forward. Way better defender and shooter anyways. Easier to build a team with. Zion isn't disciplined enough to lead a team. Could you imagine Zion Williamson in the city where Portillo's is at? Zion Williamson would be double fisting Italian beefs in his mouth. That's a weird ass visual. That's a weird fucking visual. You know what? I've made myself uncomfortable. I'm going to go ahead and move on. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and move on. That's it. I got to move on that one. I offended myself on that one. What's crazy is Scottie talks too much, and Michael literally says that there's no MJ without him. That's it. That's it. That's it. Does Scottie realize the games are recorded? Always will love Scottie, but come on, dude. Listen, I told you, you find out your wife getting smashed by Future, that does something to you, bro. That does something to you, man. That does something to you, bro. Why is Scottie mad about the trollop? Damn, about that trollop he chose to marry, and now she's getting passed around from state to state. Scottie, she's not a loss. Also, Scottie, you can't hold MJ's jockstrap. That's crazy, bro. That's wild. What's even more wild is Scottie Pippen's son was playing on the same team as Malik Beasley, who also like that's crazy. Hey man. And didn't Malik Beasley play with Scottie Pippen Jr. too? Like it's so much shit there. It's so much stuff going around right now, bro. Like what's happening in life right now, bro? Oh, well, that's what you said. I read that wrong. Like, what are we doing here, bro? What are we doing, man? Could you imagine being on a team with somebody who smashed your mama? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. The Bulls played a crappy game tonight. They gave up too many offensive rebounds and too many 3-pointers and took too many stupid fouls. Agreed. 100% agree with you on that one, bro. Kyle Talkington says, really had to put that image in our minds of Zion double fisting Portillo's Italian beefs. Hey, listen, he's taking Italian beefs to the face, bro. Like the imagine if the Italian beefs are dipped too. So like he got beef juice dipping on his face. That's crazy. Like that's wild. That's wild, man. LeBron can Delonte Daddy West. That's a crazy thing as well. That's wild, man. Oh man, that is funny. That's funny. All right, I think I jumped the shark enough, y'all. I think we'll go ahead and end the stream, man. I know we usually go about 45 minutes, but listen, ain't too much to talk about with this team and this loss. The Bulls got their asses kicked. That's it, man. And shout out to the Cleveland. Like I said, I want to give credit to the Cleveland Cavaliers and how they came in both offensively and defensively. And that's something that we didn't talk about today. I want to throw this to you guys before we go. How did you feel about the defensive scheme of the Cleveland Cavaliers? Do you just put it at the Bulls just couldn't hit shots? And that's why, because I really do think that the Cavs ran some interesting sets defensively to try to force some things from the perimeter when the Bulls were already shooting pretty cold. I do think that they did that pretty well also in this game. Please stop with the Portillo, son. No, I'm not. Never. I do not feel at all for Scotty. He true DYO convert a trollop into a housewife. Then she later transforms and returned to the streets. That's fun. That I don't even think she's in the streets right now. I think she's actually settled down. She got that young bull blowing her back out. So she's just like, hey man, Scotty, step your game up, bro. That's crazy. It's like Will Smith smacking Chris Rock, just misdirected anger. Hey, selective outrage is crazy. Selective outrage is real wild, bro. It's real wild. Kane in the building says, super chat. Jordan and Pippen family reunion who are reintroducing. That's funny, Dan Ma. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Kane says, "What up? What's going on, Kane? Did you really kill Abel? Like, did that really happen?" They knew they had safety of having a defensive big back there to help them. Facts, absolutely on that one. Running the double big lineup, forcing us to have to play Vooch and Andre on the floor at the same time, worked in their favor too, in my opinion, shrinking the floor. Congrats on, yeah, absolutely facts on that one. They did a good job defensively, not all on Bulls. They took advantage of the difficult scheme against makeshift roster and executed well in protecting the paint and offensive rebounds. Completely agree with you on that one. Completely agree with you on that one. Young Bull, it's a Philly term. It's B-U-L, not B-U-L-L. Young Bull. You gotta get with the lingo, Slim. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. Like I like to end everything on, man. Make sure you guys are following the show at Bull Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail number to do so, 773-270-2799. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related, thanks to you guys. And like I like to end every episode on, go Bulls. Love you guys. See red if you can, y'all. Peace. No winning outro tonight either. Fuck the Bulls for that one.